Hey folks, it's Justin once again, and I'm coming to you on Wednesday, like I promised the other day. Um, Today we're going to do my top 5 favorite tribute albums, tribute to Brian Wilson or to the Beach Boys. Um, so I have a particular taste in this kind of stuff, and some might not agree. Some might think the ones I pick are boring, but throw me some of your top favorites. It's a good discussion starter. Um, there's some of these I've just had for a while and just are not in great condition. I apologize for that. I would love to get another copy, but some of them are kind of hard to find now, years later after they've released. So let's start out. This is I guess I wasn't just made for these times, by David Garland, and it's got some really interesting cover art here, and it's a very just kind of strange covers, but I mean like they're really cool, just kind of dark. But the things that he covers are awesome. I Went to Sleep, of course. I Just Wasn't Made for These Times. Uh, some early stuff like In My Room, but some smile like things like Fall Breaks Back in the Winter is really cool. It's his version of Mount Vernon Fairway theme's awesome. Sweet Mountain. It's a different bird, I'll say, but it's a good one, and I highly recommend this. I didn't know this actually came out in 1993. I would have assumed this was kind of newer. The guy has a great talent, and his voice is very distinct. And I just really love, like, In the Back of My Mind, Guess I'm Dumb, I Want to Pick You Up, Sweet Mountain, of course, Meant for You. Just really good stuff. David Leaf does the liner notes, and I highly recommend. I want to say this was actually a Japanese import, but I'm not exactly sure it was given to me. It was given to me, so I'm not totally sure on that. But pick that up, David Garland. There you go. And I'll put these in the info, um, if anybody needs to remember. Now this is Gary Usher's symphonic tribute, and I know some people are going to be like, Justin, really? The elevator music one? Seriously? I love this album. I heard someone made me a mix called Liquid Pet Sounds at one point, and it was just a bunch of different tribute Beach Boys songs, but it was in Pet Sounds order. So it was "Wouldn't It Be Nice" by somebody, "You Still Believe in Me" by somebody, "That's Not Me" by somebody, and the Pet Sounds cover they picked was the Gary Usher one. I just thought it was really awesome, and so I was really shocked to find this in the mall one day. Um, I was really excited. I believe this was. I know it was composed around 68, 69, I believe. I don't know when exactly it came out. May have came out later on though. But he's got some interesting choices here. Some Pet Sounds numbers, of course, and then like Busy Doing Nothing. That's awesome. And he did Friends as well. Uh, his medley of Fall Breaks Back in the Winter, Good Vibes, and Heroes and Villains is so cool. It's kind of Smile-esque, the way he put it together. I truly enjoy it. Um, and maybe I'm just a person who likes instrumentals and some symphonic stuff, but I don't find this one boring. I find it really awesome. Um, and this one was named Smile for Me, symphonic tribute to Brian Wilson. And then there's this one, which I think is an import, which is Gary Usher, Add Some Music to Your Day, and 1970 symphonic tribute to Brian Wilson, and which this leads me to believe it would be a import, but I'm not exactly sure. But it's the exact same CD, but it's just got different art, and so there we go. That's the exact same thing. It's kind of, I like it. The kind of psychedelic looking uh, font and colors. So that's another release of that. So it's very interesting. take on Brian Wilson songs. And of course, we have tribute to Brian Wilson, which this is done by I can't even Cameron Michael Parks. I knew it had Michael and Parks in it, but I knew it wasn't quite what I knew it was. Figured it was. Anyway, his covers or tribute is just kind of all over the place, and he covers some early kind of rarity stuff, like Gonna Hustle You, Number One, I Do, She Rides With Me, all stuff that Brian would have done with other groups, Jan and Dean, and now I can't remember, Rachel and the Revolvers with Number One. Came to I love that song after I heard this version. I Do with the wow, I am so blank right now as to thinking who he did that with. Castells, yeah. And She Rides With Me with Paul Peterson, I believe. Then he does some Smile stuff, Wonderful, Wind Chimes, and Vegetables, which is neat. I really like his I Went to Sleep. Little Children it's almost like the track to California Girls, but then it goes, on a Monday morning, you'll see them all there. Little children, they're marching along. And it's really awesome the way they do the California Girls track with it. They get to the I wish they all could be, and it's marching along, singing a song, and it's awesome. I love it. I'll Bet He's Nice is a great cover. I believe in the notes he said something about doing like a symphony of tambourines, and I really love that tune. And we'll see Cameron Michael Parks there. And then we have Almost Summer, which is the celebration, getting together, and it's a good cover. It's one of my more favorited covers of Almost Summer. Solar System, I love his version of Solar System. It just really made me realize how much I love the song Solar System. The part where it's like, the constellations are stars that form animals, Cleo and Capricorn too. It's just so good. Day in the Life of a Tree, great cover. I Want to Pick You Up, it's really cute. Really like Everything I Need. That's a really good the way they go from I Want to Pick You Up to Everything I Need. It's almost like Brian writing for his kids around the Love You album, then Brian writing for his kids with Tony Asher later on when, the Wilsons album, Bonus tracks, great rarity stuff like Sweet Mountain, I love that cover. Saturday Morning in the City, very fun. Alternative version of Vegetables and the track to She Rides With Me. Spirit of Rock and Roll is really interesting. He does it's almost like he does the track to Be My Baby with Spirit of Rock and Roll, and it's pretty sweet. Of course, love the cover art. You can see, the reference to Day in the Life of a Tree and Wonderful and Solar System. It's a very fun art cover. Moving on, we have, of course, my love for Adam Marsland's Chaos Band, and this is a non-Brian Wilson tribute album, probably the first of my mix here. And this is in terrible shape because I left it in my car and I shouldn't have. This is just a great album, great live album. And we have a couple of their songs at the beginning, and then Meanwhile is a Alan Boyd song, which I love. They kind of warm up with their own songs to kind of show the audience, we can do this kind of thing. Adam Marsland explains at the beginning about it. Then he goes into River Song, and they go into Pacific Ocean Blue material. They're all over the place for Carl and Denny, and it's just awesome. Of course, this was the first place you could hear Wouldn't It Be Nice to Live Again before the Made in California version came out. So that's pretty awesome, thanks to Alan Boyd. And Rare Carry Me Home from the Holland era was also performed. And it's just really good stuff. If you get this album, listen, there's some hidden tracks at the end there after Celebrate the News. Um, Gotta love this album. It's just a great live album. The liner notes are done by my friend Jeff Green in Bloomington, here where I live now. Um, and it's odd. I actually remember reading this and seeing Bloomington, Indiana. Huh. But I didn't know, who it was before. I just met him a couple years ago. Then we have uh, Adam Marsland made this. Of course, the cover's in reference to the Party album, and he signed it. And I believe I showed this on another video before. But it's just a really fun tribute album to kind of rarity stuff. And they did, Meant for You and Our Prayer, G and Heroes and Villains, different Smile stuff. Great version of Be Still. I remember the backing vocals being great. This Day in the Life of a Tree, I remember Adam saying, "You haven't lived until you've heard Alan Boyd do a scat version of A Day in the Life of a Tree," and I love it. It's so good. And then That's Why God Made the Auto-Tune. That's just kind of a little snippet there, kind of having some fun with That's Why God Made the Radio. Some great cover of I Can Hear Music and Don't Talk. Some fun they have with our favorite recording sessions. That's cool. Solar System. It's very great. I'd not heard of Solar Sister and There Goes the Summer. That must have been either their own stuff or a cover. And great stuff, great whistling. I love whistling. That's such a good one. And so this is a little newer. I think it's different recordings. Of course, this is 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2012. So good stuff. So if you can get your hands on this stuff, try to. It's great listening if you're a Beach Boys Brian Wilson tribute fan. So I highly recommend all of these. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you enjoy, what tribute albums you enjoy, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. So take care, and hope you guys have a great week. We'll talk at you later. Bye.